Whiskey 4 Mike Delta Zulu. Over.
Roger, Roger. Well, we use that little idea when we edit out some of the sections from the main recording, and so it's kind of nice to have the call sign up front like that. Thank you so much. What's the name there, sir?
Nice to have the call sign up front like that. Thank you so much. What's the name there, sir?
The name is Mike. I'm in Central North Carolina, and I've been listening, and I really like how you're helping people work through audio issues with their radios. And because I had some people here locally help me through one. I have a brand new ICOM 7300 that was working gangbusters, and then all of a sudden I had RFI all over the audio circuit. As it turns out, it was a bad jumper, or a jumper that went bad. Over.
Oh, Roger, Roger. I recommend that somebody use a field strength meter in their shack and have it set for nominal situation at mid-scale, and then when you have certain conditions that go south and turn out to radiate a hotter RF level in the shack, this little field strength meter will tell you that that's going on, Roger.
This little field strength meter will tell you that that's going on, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Great tip. Thank you very much. I can tell you this, that for my voice, my acoustics, my Heil ICM microphone, I find on the 7300 that a mic compression of 25% and compression of 2 or 20% works best for me, although currently I'm experimenting and I'm bumping it up to 30%. Over.
Yes, sir. 30 is the ideal. 3, that 7300 on a compressor level 3 is absolutely perfect, and it's 2 doesn't do quite enough as what it needs to do, and a 4 you can start to hear it work, and I hate to hear things work. I want a very transparent setting, so I found that a 3 is just ideal. So you bring that compressor in at about a 3, and then go to your ALC with a mic gain in hand and adjust the ALC meter for mid-scale to 2/3. And you do those two things, you'll be running a dynamic range of 3 dB with an average percent of peak modulation around 80 to 85%, which is a very fat signal.
Modulation around 80 to 85%, which is a very fat signal.
Very good, James. I will give that a try. We'll be changing the setting shortly, but thank you for taking my call. I know there's a lot of guys that want to come in here, so I will make room for them, and thank you once again. Wish you 73. This is Whiskey 4 Mike Delta Zulu.
Roger. And Mike, just out of curiosity, is that the stock 7300 hand mic?
Is that the stock 7300 hand mic?
Oh no, it's the Heil ICM. Heil ICM.
Roger. Well, it must be a condenser because it does, have very articulated audio, Roger.
Because it does, have very articulated audio, Roger.
Could you say again, problem with the audio on this mic? Go ahead.
No audio, no problem. Just that the frequency response characteristics are very similar to the stock hand mic, in that stock hand mic is an electret mic that has very nice audio. For a stock hand mic, that's a jewel of a mic. And usually, folks, the first thing they want to do is take that hand mic off and put a desk mic on, and most of the time it's just a regular dynamic desk mic, and so they're going to be playing catch up on the EQ to come back with the articulation that hand mic had, just in a stock situation. But I'm assuming that you're using a condenser hand mic. I'm sorry, a desk mic, Roger.
Hand mic, I'm sorry, a desk mic, Roger.
Roger, the Heil ICM, and I already had it, so I thought I would switch it since I like to use a boom. And yeah, I did realize that the hand mic, stock hand mic, was excellent. But Bob Heil actually, I think, collaborated on the mic interface and circuitry with some of the mics. So Bob Heil had some input also. Anyway, 73s, I appreciate it. Whiskey 4 Mike Delta Zulu.
Roger, Roger. Sounds excellent. Get the Gorilla Tape and tape her down. 3's to you, sir. Thanks for checking in. If you get a chance to drop by next Friday, we run 3:30 till 5, record all the way. And if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page. And on that page, we're running about 1,100 some odd recorded Qsos, but you'll be looking for one in particular, and it's called My Group Aircheck 5/15/20. Today's date. My Group Aircheck 5/15/20. Roger?
Date. My Group Aircheck 5/15/20. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Thanks very much. I'll be looking for it. Thank you. Once again, W4MDZ.
Roger, Roger, and give us 48 hours to get it up. A lot of times we get it there sooner, but it's nice to be able to, have some leeway in case we get busy and, have to turn up being late getting it there. So we usually say we'll have it there within 48 hours. 3's to you, Mike, and we'll catch you later. And gosh, we got about 5 minutes till 5. We turn into a pumpkin at 5 o'clock. So whoever wants an air check, they better get on it. This is KC9VKV listening.